Let's take a look at a student who was required to spend $50,000 to reorder his very first product on his very first reorder. Now, this sounds like a really crappy situation. This is about a year's worth of inventory, and it is. But there is one incredibly important positive point that you new sellers are missing, and it's causing you to launch some pretty stupid products. Now, between his first and second order, the supplier decided that they just didn't want to produce this product for whatever reason. So if they were going to do it, they were going to require a much higher minimum order quantity, which means his first order was $15,000 and his second was $50,000. Now, $15,000 is still a big first order, but it's not 50. And so he had to decide, am I going to give up a product which is making me thousands of dollars every month and profit, or am I going to find $50,000 somehow and make this product keep going? Now, we don't need to cover the disadvantages of having a year of inventory on hand, but there is one big advantage. Anybody who wants to sell this exact product on Amazon has to also spend $50,000 to do it. This is a product that's selling well, but not well enough to justify normally $50,000 in inventory. So anybody who wants to come and compete, not only will they not be the only one with this product now, they'll be competing against my student who's already going to be ranked and have reviews. They're going to have to spend the $50,000. And no business person in their right mind would choose this product to launch. They're going to look at 3, 4, 10 other product ideas and realize, yeah, actually, those 4 other ideas are a lot better to spend my $50K on than this one right here, especially since I will not be the only one with this product. And so it is very likely that my student is not going to have anybody rip off his product for a long time, if ever. This is how your products last for a long time. I have one friend who launched a product a year and a half ago. It was this wallet. He invested every single dollar he had, which was only about $500. So he got in early on the market, and his first order sold great. Second order sold great. Third order, yeah, a lot of competition had entered the space. New sellers, Chinese sellers, everybody saw a product that was selling well. There wasn't that many sellers at the time, and they could get in with only a couple $100s to start. And so the market became flooded really fast. And on that third reorder, his biggest one yet, every dollar he had to his name, he didn't make a single dollar of profit. He just sold out and had to move on. I mean, he only made money on this product for 3 months. That's it. All this work for that. Contrast that to my first product, which we're a year and a half into it, and I'm still making money every single day. I'm like $34,000 in profit year to date, and I haven't touched the listing one time this entire year. So how do we get products that make us money for years instead of 3 months? And this is one of the biggest factors. You need to ask yourself, when you come up to a challenge in Amazon, you need to rewire your brain right now. Is this going to take a lot of work? Is this going to take a lot of figuring out how to do this? Is it going to take a while to do? Is it going to cost a lot of money? And if it does that, that is going to protect yourself from competition, from people copying you, from people being able to overtake you. It's going to protect you. It's just simple human nature. As a human being, I am lazy. I don't want to have to work. I want the easiest path possible. And so does everybody else. So if your product only requires $500 and requires zero innovation at all, then your wallet is going to get ripped off and not going to last very long. I was talking to a student, and we found a huge market we found a huge hole in a huge market, but we didn't know exactly yet the perfect way to solve this problem in the market. I told him, man, this product is going to take you, especially since it's going to be probably C-shipped, it's going to take you 5 months to do. I'm just going to be really straightforward with you. You're not going to be making money in 2 months. And he got this look on his face. He was like, he didn't want to do the product anymore, is what it really boiled down to. I had to explain to him that, man, it's going to take time because you do not know, exactly the best way to solve this problem. You're going to have to try different things out. And you're also going to have to find a manufacturer to accommodate your eventual design. And this is phenomenal news because everybody's lazy. They're not going to want to go through the same process you are to find a solution to the problem. And you're going to have, you have a much better chance of having a product that makes you money every month for years instead of 6 months. A good product, your product should all last for a year, at least. Okay, many of them will last for 2-3 years and make you money. Every single product has a life cycle. Every single one is going to die eventually, but they don't have to die fast. They don't have to die quickly, but you've got to put in more work. So I'm not telling you, if a product's easy, my fourth product, which is actually what's in these boxes, like my fifth product, I could explain the issue, but I did that in another video, why I have them all in my room. This was one of the easiest products I ever did. Probably the easiest. But it's making me the most money. It didn't take a lot of money, but it took a lot of innovation and being incredibly creative, which is honestly one of the hardest things you can do. So let's go walk through an actual scenario here with my product that me and my business partner are working on. So we've got two markets. Market A, these products typically sell for about $20, and it's a huge market, $2 to $3 million a month in sales. And then we have market B. These products often retail for $30, $40 plus, and these products are almost always used together. And I'm not just talking about you go look at the frequently bought together and you see them together. No, because that's not a good indication. It could literally be 4% of people buying product A are buying product B, and that just happens to be the most frequently bought together. 4% is garbage. That's not going to get you anywhere. But if you go look at the reviews for these two products, you will see in the customer pictures, and there are hundreds of them because the top competitors have thousands of reviews. Everybody's using these two products together. It happens almost all the time. And so I had an idea where we could make product A do the exact same thing product B does, and people aren't going to need to spend $40 on product B. We could do it for much less. So I bought product A. I hoped what I wanted to do would work. And went to Lowe's, I got some cardboard, I super glued it on, and I tried to figure out what would work. And eventually, after a month plus of doing this, I realized that my ideas weren't going to work how I wanted to. After we started talking to some factories, we realized we can't afford this. The margins just are not going to be there for this product. I don't want to spend this much money. I feel like we're taking too much risk here. So we had to step back and find a new solution. Ultimately, we ended up with something way, way better, way better. It's a little plastic piece about this big. And the nice thing is we can use it on anybody can take their product A and use our little plastic piece, and they won't need to buy product B. Our original solution meant that they would have to have our product A instead of being able to take our product and put it on their product A. It's phenomenal. I'm very excited for it. But we started with this cardboard and we ended up with this plastic piece that we got 3D modeled from a designer from Upwork. Then we got them 3D printed here in the States. It was $10 a unit. And we got them shipped some to my place, some to my business partner's place, and tested them out. And this is what we're going to use as our final solution. But just think, we're probably going to have to buy a $5,000 to $7,000 mold to make this happen and get this plastic piece produced. We also have spent months and used a lot of damn brain power to make this happen. And new sellers are just not going to be willing to do this. Almost nobody is. So we're going to be protected from competition for a lot longer than most people are. And this may even be a product that we can patent, which means we'll be legally protected and be able to sell this product for, I think patents last for 7 years. So we will have 7 years of no competition. But patents are not, you can't do that unless you do some serious innovation. So we'll see. I don't know enough about patents to tell you for sure, but if we can, that is 7 years of no competition, sitting on a beach making lots of money. So I hope you've rewired your brain. Hard work, more effort, okay? Those are all phenomenal things in an Amazon product. I don't like them. I hate them. I really do. But they are going to likely give you a product A that is just so much more likely to succeed because you did innovate, and also you are protected from competition. This is the number one way to protect yourself from competition, this and patents. But patents are very hard to get. They're not going to work for 90 98% of products or more. So if you guys want to see how much money I'm actually making on Amazon, here is my most recent sales update. And here is my favorite product research video. Go see how I find products and have built this winning business that pays me every month. I know a lot of you aren't subscribed, so smash that subscribe button if you're still watching and check me out in these 2 videos. Thanks, guys. I couldn't do this without you.